I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. I didn't ask, so it's 444 in the car. You went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash. You know what? Stop. Kick it and go. Kick it and go. Spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Spin move, from sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft. Watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit it. We step on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We step on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that, time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Game now, they're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just to heal. We step on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We step on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain day.
Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Off we go from Las Vegas. Taking it about the 1. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018 in his 3rd season in the NFL. It's Baker Mayfield.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
First down, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. It does, though, set up 3rd and manageable.
In every play of this run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described it. Into a 3rd and manageable. Nice decision-making and took care of the football.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That'll go as a pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield.
That is caught by Cohen. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, Mayfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Terrence Mitchell, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
3 and 3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Got to get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On the draw is Taylor.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Ball carrier.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On fourth down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface, but I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunky yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. On second down, it's Cohen. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route-running ability.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Play action. It's Bridgewater. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Jackson on the tackle.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Chiefs 7, Raiders 0.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now Taylor. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on fourth and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And able to find Green. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line. They run with Taylor. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 20. Pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again.
Brent, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he whips that one incomplete there.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Now the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Mayfield down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And he completes it to Cohen. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
Back deep, Jarvis Landry. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
This one quickly into the hands of Landry. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Second and 10.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater.
That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Throwing is Bridgewater. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
And that is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. A touchdown the difference, 21-14, the final score. From there, we'll head east to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. 10-7, your final. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the LA Rams and the Tampa Bay Bucks.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Bridgewater. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Bridgewater. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater gets it quickly to Galladay. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
7 brings up second and goal.
And again, it's Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, but now it's third and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 27 yards.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Mayfield on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
First down, Chiefs.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Vinny Curry, the defensive end, got there off the edge. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Taylor. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
On 2nd and goal, Bridgewater. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jarvis Landry. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Well, there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. Bridgewater. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Mayfield got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Kansas City.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now he dumps this off over the middle. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. That is caught by Cohen. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. This is caught, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden,
Here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Extra point try good by Gano, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
Back to Taylor on first down. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Running the jet sweep, Landry. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
At the 11-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. To throw is Bridgewater. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
so for Las Vegas, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff races. They're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they're going the wrong way.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and